Right. Industrial preparation of sulfuric acid. Now, let's ask ourselves, why sulfuric acid? Why not other acids? You know, sulfuric acid, it is used for galvanizing. You know, maufuna ukuthi uhlanganise iron ethis and iron ethis. For example, you want to ring, it's a silver plated, gold. So they have to wash it with sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is used again in car batteries. That acid is sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is used again in the production of fertilizers. Sulfuric acid is used again in forming other acids like hydrochloric acid and nitric acid. That is why it's called king of the acids. So sulfuric acid is used again in the formation of esters. Those are compounds as niggas are. So we'll talk about that. But sulfuric acid is used. A country is measured. Sulfuric acid. I'm told America is but check technology advanced. Now they use but how sulfuric acid is used. So if a country uses more of sulfuric acid, then it's classified as it's more developed than less sulfuric acid. So that is why it's important for us today to do sulfuric acid. Now, first of all, now when you take sulfur. Sulfur, now, if you burn sulfur in the presence of oxygen, sulfur, oxygen. Now, this process is known as combustion. This is combustion of sulfur. So, combustion, in the presence of oxygen, then we call it combustion. So, sulfur, if sulfur reacts with oxygen, or if sulfur undergoes combustion, a gas is formed, SO2 gas, sulfur dioxide. Now, sulfur dioxide, now, I will write impure sulfur dioxide. It's not pure. Now, it must undergo a purification process. Purification process. So, it undergoes purification process. Then thereafter, say pure SO2. This is what they do. Now, a purification process is very, very crucial and it's very important for the preparation of sulfuric acid. So we have SO2 that is formed after combustion. Let me say it's combustion. Right, so we have purification process, SO2. Now then, SO2 being a gas reacts with oxygen. It further reacts with oxygen in the presence of a catalyst known as platinum catalyst. Now, here we have a gas reacting with another gas to give us another gas. This is known as a homogeneous reaction. Why homogeneous? Which is all these are in the same phase. If a gas reacts with gas to give us a gas, that's a homogeneous reaction. It can be a liquid mixing with a liquid to give us another liquid. That is still homogeneous. Or a solid reacting with a solid to give us a solid. But now in this case, this is homogeneous. Gases react to form another gas. But this is speeded up by the by the presence of a solid, which is platinum. Hence, this process is a contact process. Contact process is a contact process is a you use reactants and products of the same phase, depending on a substance or a compound of a different phase to form the products. So this being a solid, that is platinum, you find that it speeds up the reaction between SO2 and O2 to give us SO3. So I a balanced equation on that. We can balance that. We write it like this. Then we have SO3 being formed. Now from SO3, what happens? They need now to cool it. You cool SO3. We are the temperature until about SO3 solid. Now this SO3 solid, and it has a needle-like structure. This SO3 solid, it has needle-like structures. Kushuti ingati inalite ezincane uma ubicontainer uyifake kwi-container uzoyibona lapha imhlophe inama needle-like structures. That is SO3. Now SO3 kuthiwa ke mawibuka la, once we dissolve emanzini, it can form sulfuric acid, H2SO4, but it forms sulfuric acid. Le reaction it forms with difficulty. With difficulty. Ngamanye amazwi iya dissolve emanzini kodwa ayi dissolve yonke. I-sulfuric SO3 sulfur trioxide iya dissolve emanzini isakhele i-acid. Now let me talk about this thing. Any compound it may dissolve emanzini isakhele i-acid. That compound is called the acid anhydride. Acid anhydride. What is the acid anhydride? It's any substance that dissolves in water. When it dissolves in water, then it forms an acid. For instance, now SO3, it dissolves in water. It forms H2SO4. So SO3, it is the acid anhydride. So now, kodwa may dissolve emanzini, it dissolves with difficulty. Kukhona u-SO3 ezosala, yabona ungafaka amanzi la, kuzoncibilika lokho, bese kuba nokuthize kuncane okusalayo. So now it dissolves with difficulty. Kodwa mawufuna ukuthi it dissolve kalula, iyakhe kalula i-sulfuric acid, what do? But they take SO3 bayihlanganisa with sulfuric acid. You take sulfuric acid to make sure that it dissolves. Now, may dissolve SO3 in sulfuric acid, it forms what is known as H2S2O7, which is known as oleum. Oleum. If you have oleum, you can say pyrosulfuric acid. Pyrosulfuric acid. Pyrosulfuric acid, you can say a hydrated sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid emanzi. It's hydrated sulfuric acid. So we have oleum or pyrosulfuric acid or hydrated sulfuric acid. So now, uma sekunjalo ke, then what do? Then we have now this fuming sulfuric acid, yakama fumes, H2SO4. Now this H2S2O7, when now you add, so ngafaka manzi ke manje. Then you can add water. Be careful. Don't allow SO3 to dissolve in water because it will form sulfuric acid. And because traces are saline. But if you take SO3, we dissolve sulfuric acid, it dissolves yonke because it's this compound, oleum. Now from oleum, then it forms what? It forms a concentrated of SO4. Now mobugala, this now it's ratio, more sulfuric acid as compared to here. La ratio it forms more. So this route is the most favorable one. So this is how sulfuric acid is prepared. Now, let's go back again. You go to industry. This is the problem, Kuma Industries. Kuma Industries, when you have SO2, Gui industry, this is the gas that is given off. Especially Kuma Industry where sulfuric acid is produced. For instance, la KwaZulu-Natal, kukhona indawo bathi kusembokotweni. Laphana embokotweni lapha kwakhiwa khona i-sulfuric acid. Now that SO2, nayo le it is acid anhydride. Ngoba SO2 in air ihlangana nani? Ihlangana namanzi. Imaphi lamanzi? When it rains, kuna amanzi. Lawa amanzi ahlangana ne-sulphuric acid. Gas. This is liquid. Then, bese kwenzekani? This, if water reacts with SO2, it forms sulfurous acid. Bese sikhuluma nge-acid rain. So yabona ke manje, even the vegetation, izitshalo around that area, azisekho green kakhulu, zithanda ukuba yellowish. Ngenxa yokuthi there is this acid rain. So be careful of this. Now these are some precautionary measures that you need to take. Many precautionary measures. Izinto ofanele uyiqaphele, ugade. Now as SO2 reacts, if sulfur undergoes combustion with oxygen, it gives us SO2. From SO2, there is a purification process. Purification process, then oxygen, it burns by shisa oxygen, SO2. In the presence of platinum, then you form SO3, contact process, as I call. Then from there on, you cool this, it gives you SO3 solid. Now, SO3 solid can dissolve in water to give us H2SO4, but it dissolves with difficulty. So the best way or the best route that it follows, SO3, uyihlanganisa ne-sulphuric acid. Yebo, uyihlanganisa ne-sulphuric acid, usayowakha i-sulphuric acid. Obvious, kukhona amanye ama-sulphuric acid asakhona install laphana e-lab. Then you have SO3, we mix an sulphuric acid to form oleum or pyrosulphuric acid or fuming sulphuric acid. Then H2SO4, that is oleum, we dissolve it in water, then so prepare a sulphuric acid. This is the preparation of, or industrial preparation of sulphuric acid. Thank you.